I just noticed Boise State made the intro video after all these years, but that's okay. We can talk about them too. Why? Because all sports matter. Welcome to another edition of the All Sports Matter podcast. I am your host, Mr. All Sports Matter himself, Amir Shiraz Ortiz, aka Poppy Ortiz O2. Welcome to another edition. The draft is over. That's pretty much what we're here to talk about. Plus more. Not that much more because Diego Pavia is not that much more. But either way, we'll bring all that up on this edition of the All Sports Matters podcast. But I am not alone. And I don't mean almost saying the Michael Jackson version. You're not alone. But hey, that's another topic of another session. That's when we go from All Sports Matters Plus. See what I did there? Plus. Either way, the brothers are in the studio. Yes, brothers, plural. Brothers, all four. And no, this is not four brothers. Because if we were, I would be Mark Wahlberg in this case. I will bring up Andre 3000 or Mr. 334 himself, Mr. Moore.
What it do?
Yo, welcome to the live. Welcome to the stage. What's going on?
What it do? I guess I'd be Tyrese.
I just said Mr. Andre 3000, but 334.
So okay, I'll be Andre. I'll be three stacks.
Yeah, I did it because of the numbers. I did it because of
three stacks. I'll take that.
Yeah, but the question is, who will be Tyrese? When it comes to the other two, that's going to be a toss-up. But because Mr. Jody himself got a bald head, the chef, hey, that's a one of the toss-up. What's the bald head? The chef is in the building. What's going on, chef?
Yeah, I was about to say, so don't try to make me Jack, because I'm a little bit too large to be Jack. So yeah, let me go ahead and take the Tyrese role.
In that case, Jack overacted, and seeing as he is the overactor of this group, see what I did there? JB, what's going on?
So I gotta be Jack.
We're the only actor. You gotta take it. You gotta take the roles when they come. See what I did?
I'll be Jack. Oh God.
You gotta take the roles as they come. You know what I'm saying? One of the most under
I guess I am.
We didn't get the respect it deserved. I know
Jack was the youngest, so I'll take that.
Well, there you go. You can do that too. You can do that. You can do that as well. Bless you.
Thank you. Allergies, man.
Oh yeah, I get shots for them too. I get a shit ton of shots all the damn time. But you know what we're not allergic to? We're not allergic to talking sports. And the draft is over, and I would immediately ask one question right off the rip. Which team immediately became better based on their drafts? And I'm going to go to the chef, seeing as he got QB 2.5 and Diego Pavia himself. Which team became better based off their draft selection, chef?
Let's go, Diego.
I'm going with Cleveland. Cleveland had a really good draft, so I'm going with Cleveland. Also, your New York Giants had a killer draft too. I was very impressed with what they did in the draft as well.
Harbaugh finally learned how to draft. I guess it
took him all this time. He's killing the
team.
But you say Cleveland. With that being said, they still got issues at the QB1 position, correct? Shedeur, and I'm going right back to you since you brought up Cleveland. Just trying to fill in the gaps here. They did draft another quarterback, by the way. So this is draft related, which is weird in itself. Why are they wasting another quarterback pick, seeing as they still got Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur Sanders, and Deshaun Watson, who's on his way back. Who should start, I should say?
Well, I mean, they're paying enough for Deshaun Watson to be the starter, and apparently he looks pretty good in camp right now. So it's looking like they're leaning towards him right now. But I would ride. Why not ride the momentum that Shedeur had last season? But if Deshaun Watson looks good enough, I mean, you pay him like he's I mean, you gave him a guaranteed contract, so why not put him on the field and get some of that money?
He's still, I believe, top 5.
And I thought they did some configuring of his salary to
Yeah,
make
he
it
still
not
got
as bad of
$230
a-
million guaranteed.
He still got paid.
Yeah, he's still going to get the 230. They just added a little bit more at the end that's not guaranteed.
Right.
But JB, since you chimed in here, and seeing as your team decided not to chime in the draft, talk to me about who you believe, what team did better, made themselves better, I should say.
You know, in looking at it, they had a few teams that had strong early parts of the draft, strong late parts of the draft. I know that the Jets had a decent early part of the draft. They had 3 picks in the first round. They addressed some issues that they had. In the latter parts, they kind of fell asleep at the wheel, but I guess they figured they addressed enough. In Tennessee picked up a couple of nice players. I think like Titans did something to try to make some things happen. And like Rob said, your Giants made some noise and did some stuff that they needed to do and address some places they needed to address. I don't understand what's happening down in Miami. I'm not sure the people of Miami or the people that run that organization understand what's happening down there either, because they were just kind of all over the place with they picks. So I don't know what's going on down there.
I'm going to go right back to you, JB. You brought up the Tennessee Titans, and I'm going to ask you this question because I know you have no dog in the fight. Was Cardinal take the right pick at 4?
I think that was who they had there because they wanted Jeremiah Love, and without getting Jeremiah Love, it was kind of a hip jerk reaction right then to take somebody and take the next up on their list, but they didn't expect to have to take him or to take him that high. I don't think they had anybody else that was right there that was on their list. So whether it was the right move or not remains to be seen. But I know certain members of the panel didn't really like it when it happened. But I'm just messing with you, man.
Oh.
We go see what we gonna see how he comes out. I think it'll be a good move because I think last week or the week before I did say that they would go receiver because Love would go to the car.
You broke out, but you did say that. Yeah.
I was gonna say, what happened?
We
my internet is about to storm over here. So
we did understand what you said. You did say Jeremiah Love would go 3 when the rest of us said 4. Well, maybe if your 49ers will listen to his fans, maybe they would have picked anybody anytime other than what they decided to pick.
I don't know.
Fleck, talk to me about which team immediately got better.
I like what the Cowboys did. They needed help on that defense, and they really improved that defense with especially with those first 2 picks with Caleb Downs and Malachi Lawrence, the edge from UCF. They got immediately better. Then they doubled down and took another edge, the boy from Michigan, I can't remember his name. And then they got a corner out of Florida who was underrated in Devin Moore. I like what both Jersey teams did. I know you wasn't a fan of the Jets draft, but I like what both of them did.
I'm not. I don't believe that drafting a tight end, regardless. I'm not. This has got nothing to do with the talent. I'm gonna go right back to you.
See, that's the thing though. Like you keep looking at him as strictly just a tight end. Dude can play anywhere on the field.
I understand.
That is a weapon. But they can't label him as a weapon.
Again, I'm not talking about the talent itself. I'm talking about the need of what the team needed, and it was defense.
Bro, they got 3 first-rounders again next year. You go out and get whoever's going to be that quarterback for you next year. Because I don't think the boy from Clemson, I can't think of his name. Cade Klubnik. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna stick as QB1.
Yeah.
He'll probably be there as a nice backup once they get rid of Geno Smith next year. They're entertaining Russell Wilson coming in too.
And that was my follow-up question since you brought up the Jets.
But
It might be time
yeah.
for him to go ahead and retire though.
He
But
looked like
yeah,
a quarterback right now.
and I like what my Titans did too. I wasn't thinking Cardinal Tate at 4, but I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with that just because of what those Ohio State receivers minus Marvin Harrison so far has done in the league. They balled out, so I'm okay with it. I'm okay with Cardinal Tate. Then they traded back up and got Paul.
One with Wan'Dale Robinson,
What-
Ridley,
what-
which we don't even know what Ridley.
Wan'Dale
was.
Robinson was never going to be wide receiver 1 for Tennessee. He was always going to be the slot guy.
But I'm asking who's one then because it's definitely not Ridley. Consider how he played last year. If we're being honest.
It's probably gonna be Ridley. Ridley's been hurt, you know what I'm saying? But if Tate follows that pedigree that those Ohio State receivers have done in the league for the most part, then by mid-season he'll be wide receiver 1.
I agree with you. I myself had the Cowboys immediately getting better because they addressed the need that they had. You know, their
Right.
offense is just fine. They're scoring 20-something points a game, but you can't win when you're giving up 30-something points a game. So
Right.
they immediately did what they were supposed to do. And that's why I thought the Jets should have done something. And I get it, the Jets don't have the offense like the Cowboys, obviously.
Right.
But the Jets are playing the long ball. Totally get that. My issue with the Jets was they just drafted a tight end last year, right?
But that's the thing though. Like you keep looking at dude as strictly a tight end. That's not what they have to label him a tight end, but dude is just more than a tight end.
And that's
If you watched him play at Oregon, dude lined up everywhere on the field, including in the backfield.
Yeah, they brought him in to be like a Kyle Pitts type.
Like he's gonna line up at both
Kyle
receiver
Pitts
slides. You can put him in the slide and make it a mismatch. Dude can line up everywhere.
I get
4.39 speed. I'm okay with that.
he could line up at quarterback for all I care. What I'm saying is the need of the Jets was bigger than him.
Let me ask you this. Even if they had drafted a defensive player in that spot, do you think they would have made any noise this season?
They're not making noise regardless. No.
Exactly. So what you're doing is you're setting up whoever you go out and get at quarterback next year.
Right, but this year
but you just said yourself they're not. They got 3 first rounders again next year.
I understand that, but the talent in the draft this season was on both sides of that line, defensive line, offensive line.
I'm okay with them. I'm okay with them. Outside of Garrett Wilson and Breece Hall, they had nobody on that offense
that didn't touch what
scared
the draft
anybody.
was rich about. The draft was rich on offensive line, defensive line, and the Jets didn't touch it. That's my concern. I'm thinking the same way as you. I'm thinking long term as well. Guess what? They got 3 first rounders.
What do you mean they didn't touch they drafted David Bailey at 2? What do you mean they didn't touch it?
Defense. They should have stacked that just like the Cowboys did. They should have stacked that defense.
I'm okay with what they did because, like I said, outside of Garrett Wilson, they had nobody on that offense that scared anybody.
And I guarantee you, once they figured out, David Bailey is gone. I said, once the Jets figure out what they're doing with that squad, David Bailey is gone. He's going to ask for a trade. He's going to sign elsewhere. He's not going to be like Myles Garrett or these teams that, pay me 10 years, 2,000 million, whatever it may be. No, David Bailey's
I think they also got one of the underrated players on defense in the draft too. D'Angelo Pons out of Indiana, the cornerback. Watch out for him.
Now, a lot of teams.
What up, Vic?
A lot of teams was head scratchers, starting right off the rip with Kansas City making a trade, moving up to 6, giving up 9 and giving up third and then swapping picks later in the draft. Either way, they decided to go with cornerback, and I forgot his name on top of my head. Either way,
Delaney.
Which Mansour Delaney, right? So we all knew that's who they wanted. It was obvious. We all had them written down. We all know, but Delaney would have been there at 9, wouldn't have?
Would he?
I believe so.
When you had the Saints at 8,
the Saints went.
you had the condiments at 7.
Who got Sonny Styles, which was an amazing pick.
Yeah,
he felt
That was an incredible pick. I didn't think that.
I'm okay with what they did. I think you know what I'm saying, especially the Chiefs, who's a team that you know what I'm saying. They're basically filling gaps. They're not.
They went defensive heavy.
They need corners. They needed corners. They went and got the best corner on the board. In you know the consensus best cornerback on the board. They still ended up getting a monster defensive tackle in Peter Woods.
Yes.
At the end of the first round.
Yeah, they traded. They had 2 first rounders. That was the Rams.
So and then they got the boy out of Oklahoma, the edge out of Oklahoma. I think is gonna be nice.
I don't. Again, what the Chiefs did at the draft was exceptional.
That's what I'm saying. I had no issue with them trading them. Is what I'm saying.
That was my first head scratcher of the day. My second.
They didn't give up any future first to move up. So I'm okay with it.
My second head scratcher of the day was a tie between 2 teams. And we already mentioned the 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. They kept trading away.
Yeah,
They kept giving up their picks and accumulating later picks, but nobody of value. But either way, not the picks that I care about. Why are these teams who are playoff-ready teams now trading away?
Not the picks that you care about. But I think Buffalo only had I can't remember how many they came into the draft with, but they needed more picks, I guess. They needed more lottery.
They had 4 or 5.
Yeah, they needed more lottery balls.
And I know they wanted a 3rd round pick. That was part of the reason they traded back the first time.
But they didn't get a 3rd round pick, which is funny.
They did. They got the number 90 pick, but then they traded away immediately when they traded back.
They kept trading away. That's my whole point from when I first started. Again, I'll ask the question, what do you guys believe Buffalo and the 49ers, because 49ers traded away as well. What are these teams are playoff ready teams. What is the end game here?
I think Buffalo still got a good player, a couple of good players out of that.
I want to hear from JB. Talk to me. This is your chance. You're in the know, right? When it comes to the Santa Clara 17ers, talk to me about what's going on.
When it comes to the draft, I don't think nobody's in the know, including John Lynch. Nobody knows what the hell he's doing. They say trust the process, and okay, fine. But this same guy who traded 3 first round picks for Trey Lance, a guy who's gonna be there at number 262. So you traded up from 14 to go to number 3 to draft this guy who's gonna be there, and you say trust the process. So for him to trade back twice, okay, that's fine. You're not gonna have to pay first round money for your first draft pick. Okay, cool. You don't have a 5th round option. Okay, a 5th year option. Cool. But the guy you picked, okay, I get you on the receiver, but this receiver that you picked was projected to go in the 5th round, and you grabbed him at the top of the 2nd.
That one I definitely didn't get.
Like I don't understand. I looked at a little bit of his tape. He looks kind of almost like he could be in the same vein of a Deebo Samuel if you really get him in there and kind of guide him. But then you got Kyle Shanahan who comes in behind the draft and say, well, I don't think any of the draft picks will make an immediate impact on this team. I need
still had Denzel Boston on the board.
He was right there.
I did not understand. I didn't understand that pick at all.
I was confused. I was like,
who ended up with Boston?
He ended up with Cleveland.
Yep.
Cleveland with
him. Cleveland, I think like 7 picks after 6 or 7 picks after the Niners made what was his name? Stribling.
Dribbling. Get some
Cleveland definitely.
He a big receiver and he's fast, and that's what Kyle Shanahan was looking at. Somebody who's fast and who can stretch the field.
Yeah.
I like what Cleveland did in that draft. I really do.
I mean, they killed it.
Couple picks that was, well, not necessarily head scratchers, surprises. The Saints picking up Jordan Tyson, who moved up tremendously.
Why was that one surprising though?
It wasn't surprising to me.
I mean, it is the
It
same.
wasn't surprising to me either.
No,
They had Olave and nobody else.
And he's tough.
Again, you just said what you call it was still on the board in the third round, in the second round.
Yeah, but Jordan Tyson was a consensus top 10 pick.
Jordan Tyson,
Like that one didn't surprise me at all.
he was expected to go 10 to the Giants.
He did, but it was. I think it was more surprising because everybody kind of expected the Saints to go defense to kind of shore up the defensive line and shore up the pass rush.
Yeah. But you got a rookie quarterback. You want to give him some wins.
give him some help.
You got to give him somebody to play.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
I mean, outside of Olave, they had nobody.
That's why they signed Achane. It's Etienne, but remember he changed his name.
Yeah, but he plays running back, right?
No, he plays anything they need him to play at this point.
They go have him and Kamara, so somebody go be out the backfield.
Are they going to keep Kamara?
I think he'll be a June 1st.
They said they're keeping him.
I think they're going to.
They
I think he's
said
going to be a
they're
casualty of June 1st.
Yeah, they said they're keeping him. Said.
Yeah.
And the Saints got Trey Lance's brother too.
Yeah. So another one that kind of scratched my head, even though I think it was still a good pickup.
I tried to throw that one to him earlier.
That is Miami drafting Caden Proctor.
I didn't even understand that, and I'm an Alabama guy, and I didn't understand that one.
That was crazy.
Like, I was like, I didn't think he would go that high. I knew he'd probably go in the first round late though, but I just didn't. I guess he wowed him when he went down for his visit. I guess, but yeah, that one threw me off as well.
And speaking of Miami, I'm more surprised at what they did with the second first round pick. They traded back up to get the cornerback out of San Diego State that everybody was like saying was a late second, early third.
Could have easily got. Yeah, could have easily got later.
So that one confused me.
I didn't understand what was happening with Miami. I'm telling you. And then the Rams just wanting to stick it to the Cardinals.
The Rams thinking about life after Stafford.
And I get it. Because you got to, because he long in the tooth, so you got to think about life after Stafford. I just love the fact that they came out was like, yeah, we knew the Cardinals was gonna take him, so figured it was best that we jump in front of them.
And then I like what the Rams did with their second round pick and got that the tight end out of Ohio State.
Ohio State, yeah.
I think that was a nice pickup for them.
Yeah, I like him a lot.
Yeah. I was kind of hoping and praying he was going to continue falling. And
outside of what, and then you mentioned Johnson going to Miami. Outside of those, I think first round was a lot of talent, a lot of worthy talent. Nothing that was like, you know what, nothing out of the ordinary. Yeah, there was those four kind of was Miami's definitely a question on what is going on in their room.
The surprise of the first round to me was Caleb Banks going to Minnesota. Like, dude been hurt. Like, I'm a Gator fan, but dude been hurt. he stayed hurt. And to take him at 18 was a shocker when, you know what I'm saying, everybody just knew that the Vikings were going to put the safety.
Well, they need help stopping the run. So, they wouldn't say, I thought they would get the Eneman, but that didn't. It was one of those like, who? Man, Ruben Bain falling to Tampa Bay as well.
That was another shocker.
And you know what's crazy? Everybody in New Orleans was going crazy when the Saints did not draft Ruben Bain, and then he got drafted by the Tampa Bay.
It wasn't a shocker when, you know what I'm saying, that little story on him came out. So I think everybody expected a mini slide with him.
I honestly did not think he was going to be affected by it. I really didn't.
But that's why I thought Sadiq was going to go to Tampa.
Mm-hmm.
I did, yeah. I thought I had him on there at one point myself. Another one that kind of threw me off was I couldn't believe Baltimore got Zion Young in the second round because I actually thought he was going to go at the end of the first.
Mm-hmm.
That was a nice pickup for him. I like him.
He is.
I think like I had did a 7-round mock for Tennessee, and I had them at the time taking him in the second round.
He is a nightmare. Literally, he is a nightmare.
Yeah, he's nice. That was a nice pickup.
Yeah.
I like what the Cardinals did, if I'm being honest. Yes, they picked the best player possible at 3. Jeremiah Love got that. But turning around and getting Basantes in the second round, second pick of the I think it was the third pick of the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was a big deal. I'm trying to bring it up here.
And then getting Carson Beck in the third.
And that's another one because
they did pretty good.
He's going to compete.
The Bengals decided to show up to the draft and picking up Cassius Howell. I don't think the edge was where they needed to go, considering they have many other holes. They should have holes with an L, not hole.
No, they needed defense.
I know them. What I'm saying is them signing Dexter Lawrence and trading for Dexter Lawrence. I think what I'm saying is their defense should have looked at linebacker. They should have looked at secondary. Them picking in the edge after that, to me, that wasn't necessarily the hole. So I just thought
But after losing Trey Hendrickson, who did they have?
Well,
they had the dude from last year, Shamar Stewart, but outside of that, who did they have at edge?
Well, they got Miles Murphy still, who got 5.5 sacks.
Yeah, and they also declined his 5th-year option today.
Right, which is again I don't know what Cincinnati's doing. I don't. But what I'm saying is, on the line wasn't their issue. It was the long ball and giving up 30 points on that secondary and in the middle of the field is the problem.
The pick that I did like for them though was Connor Lew, the center from Auburn.
The Auburn center.
That boy is nice.
Yeah, that was a nice pickup. I didn't understand though. They should have also got somebody else on that line because they needed a guard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And they
got the boy from Duke who played center for Duke, but they said that he could move out the guard.
Move off. Okay. Yeah. Because that threw me off a little bit because I was like, why did you draft 2 centers?
Yeah, the one from Duke, they were actually showing him as a guard during the draft.
Yeah, I didn't even get to see that part.
An intriguing second round pick, I will say, is the Atlanta Falcons drafting AJ Terrell's brother, Avion.
That's
good move, bad move, indifferent, no different.
I like it.
I think,
I like it.
Really he projected always to go in a second.
Late first, mid second.
Yeah.
But the one the receiver they got from Georgia, Branch, the one that got in trouble.
Yep.
He's nice. And then they got your boy from LSU in the 6th round.
Harold Perkins, which I
don't know how he made it to the 6th round.
Crazy.
I don't know how he made it to the 6th round.
When they announced it, I was like, wait, he was still on the board?
Was he injured?
Yeah. I don't think anybody who's watched LSU play was completely.
That dude had a monster freshman season.
Yes,
nobody
had a monster freshman season. Sophomore and junior year, I didn't really, follow him as much. But
that freshman
round,
right? That was I was when I saw his name, I was like, wait, how did he just get drafted? That's crazy. But
yeah, that one was the shocker to me.
A couple players that fell in the second round. I'm looking at it now. To me, CJ Allen falling to the Colts was a good pickup there at 21, and at 26, Chef mentioned earlier was McNeil Warren, the Toledo safety that fell to the Browns. Those were their stock fell, I should say.
I'm kind of shocked Nussmeier got drafted as early as he did. I thought he'd have went later when the revelation came out about the cyst on his spine and all that other stuff.
Who?
Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah, Garrett Nussmeier.
No, I was shocked by that. I was like, I don't know why they picked him up so early, but okay.
I didn't think he would get drafted at all. If I'm being honest.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because with all of that going on, that's you taking a risk at that.
Yeah. Oh, now what Pittsburgh did in that second round, and they snatched up Jeremy Bernard. He is the prototype Deebo Samuel's type that you can convert into many different positions. I was mad. I was heated because I wanted Baltimore to grab him.
Yeah. But you know, your
That's
fatal
why
mistake
he
was
went
home on
seventh
the
round though, so and he went to the Chiefs. So
You
it
should
ain't like he was gonna be out there playing anyway.
You should be celebrating right now at Chuck E.
That's
Cheese
mine,
that you
yeah.
got Diego Pavia as your
I don't
quarterback.
want it. I don't want it. And I don't want it. I don't want it.
Speaking of
Yeah.
quarterbacks, Arizona picked up Carson Beck in the 3rd round.
He did.
Is he
That
QB1 there?
Nope.
Nope.
Jacoby Brissett.
That is going to be Jacoby. Jacoby.
Jacoby is the QB.
Now will he start at some point during the season?
Yeah.
Probably.
After
Because
we-
they're going to want to see what they got
Make a change.
and to see if they need to go back into the draft next year and get a quarterback.
Yeah. After week 6.
And by the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's way early, but the ESPN released their early 2027 mock draft. Huh?
You said the way too soon
Way too
mock
soon,
draft.
way too
Yeah.
early.
And they got Arizona picking Arch Manning number 1.
No.
That's,
They're not
until-
going to be number 1.
Yeah.
They do have talent out there in Arizona. They have a lot of talent. Jeremiah Love, McBride. You know, they got talent. They're not going to be number 1.
But
It'll
who's
definitely
playing
come down.
receiver though?
They're going to come down to the Jets in Miami. Whoever
How
comes
pissed-
in last in that division.
How pissed would you be if you're Tyler Algier, though? You
You
left Atlanta because you didn't want to back up Bijan Robinson, and now you're probably going to be backing up Jeremiah Love in Arizona
Who's the
after you thought you were going to be the man there.
There's no problem. He will be.
But I think he should be more pissed for taking less money to try to be a starter. So it was like a double negative, you know.
Right.
So yeah, I'm definitely pissed if I'm Tyler Algier. Hopefully he has an out clause after year 1. We'll see in that 2-year deal. I'm low key 3rd round picks that I did like. Obviously, I'm being biased here. I liked Malachi Fields. It was a win-win for me. Notre Dame wide receiver going to the Giants. I thought he was a good pickup considering they do need wide receiver when they didn't.
I think in the 3rd round, the intriguing pick for me was Drew Aller going to Pittsburgh.
That was my next one there for 2 reasons. One,
We
What
don't
does
know
that
what
mean
Aaron
about
Rodgers
Tim
going to
Howard?
do.
What does that mean about Tim Howard as well?
Will Howard.
Tim Howard, Phil Howard
Tim Howard is the goalie for the USA.
was
One
the
of them
goal. He's
Howards.
not doing commercials.
Was the goalie for the USA.
One of them.
Yeah, either way, we all know it's going to be Aaron Rodgers come week 1.
And then Rob's Mr. CTE himself, Jacoby Lane, went in the 3rd round.
I liked it until he opened up his mouth. Oh,
That's crazy. Yeah.
I did.
But the pick that I like, and it's a little biased, was Cleveland picking up Austin Barber, the tackle from Florida. That boy is a monster. He's a monster. Watch, and he's gonna get to play for them because who do they have on that line?
Again, it goes back to what we were saying. Cleveland had a monster draft. They really did.
Also, looking at it, the Steelers at the end of traded back in and got Jennings Dunker from Iowa, offensive tackle. And that name has rang a bunch of times in Big Ten football because, you know, they're better than SEC. But so I like what they did there.
What league does Notre Dame play in again?
That's exactly
All
what I
of
was just thinking.
All of them.
I mean,
They're in all of them.
All right, Rudy.
exactly.
The steal of the draft though came in the 4th round when the Raiders took McCoy.
Right off
Because
the
how in
rip.
the hell?
Yeah,
Is his knee that messed up?
and it could be.
That
And it could be.
Like
That's
that
what I
dude was a top 10.
Another
Talent.
head stretcher. that was another head scratcher because I was
right
like,
there.
how is his
He
name
was
still
a
on this
top 10
board?
talent, and he fell to the 4th round.
And the Raiders were right
I
there.
hope
and
that
they
young man uses that as motivation and just like
go off.
destroys the league. I ain't even finna hold you.
Just go crazy.
Yeah.
Just go
I
crazy.
mean, lose your mind.
Well, we're talking about the Raiders, but the Raiders defense is definitely going to be something to watch out for. As they stacked up on that defensive.
I mean, stacked up. They look amazing on
They
paper.
stacked up and then got Max Crosby back.
Yeah,
And
Baltimore
they got a
Ravens.
running mate for Gianti too.
Yeah,
Because that boy Mike Washington out of Arkansas,
Arkansas.
He's a
He's
thumper.
another steal. That's
He's a
another.
thumper, yeah.
That's another one.
also in the 4th round. I don't know what Buffalo is doing as I look at all the names and yeah.
Don't
Patriots-
sleep on Skylar Bell. I know he went in the 4th round to Buffalo,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken. Don't sleep on him.
The Patriots definitely got better, not necessarily at coaching, but the
Man,
team.
let that man cheat in peace.
I didn't say anything about him cheating. I didn't say anything. The implication is there, but I didn't say it.
Let
And-
that man cheat in peace.
And
They were, hey, look, they already messed up. I can't even say her name. Rossini's home.
but Diana, Rossini, anyway,
It's the same
Jimmy,
song.
talk to me about the book of Ephesians, quarterback out of Washington. Ephesians price sock.
Let's say what?
I'm looking at it. You tell me. His first name is Ephesians.
His name is Ephesian.
His name is that I mean that's his name. Where he went?
You.
To your Niners,
So,
quarterback.
Yeah,
Quarterback,
yeah.
Washington.
He not gonna be on. He not gonna be on the team too long. That's the
So y'all wasted a 4th round
I
pick on him?
mean, the kid he's a
I
decent
mean,
wide
we
receiver.
wasted
He's
the
a
3rd
decent
round pick on
corner
the
now.
kicker. So
He's a decent corner.
I'm
And
just saying.
he's been
wait,
he's
wait,
been
that's the
listed.
cornerback. I thought he said quarterback.
No, corner.
He literally he got some great technique.
Yeah.
He's a really good corner.
Now that is an area of need. They needed secondary help because if he can play corner and safety, that would very much help because the safeties we got now can't cover a puddle with a rain jacket. And they definitely need help at the cornerback position too. So I think he'll come in there and at least compete to not be on the practice squad. He definitely gonna be on special teams. But I think with Raheem Morris being there, he should be able to develop him and be able to try to get him on the field and get some reps on the field. So
Greenlaw's back, correct, with y'all?
Greenlaw is back. That's
Is
why
he
they
healthy?
traded. That's why they traded what you call it.
Is he healthy?
Yeah, he healthy.
Speaking of being back, the Ravens today signed Calais
Make that-
Campbell.
I don't understand what's happening right now. He's 40. He's 40.
They needed somebody
What
to
are we
babysit.
doing?
They need somebody to babysit Diego.
I must be like, son.
The boy needed one
I
more
saw it.
paycheck, man. He needed one more paycheck.
I had to look at that like 7 times to make sure I wasn't crazy. You signed 40-year-old Calais Campbell? Like,
He
he
needed one
must have a
more
lot of
paycheck.
fuel in the tank that I don't know about. So I'm gonna trust the process, but I'm blown away by that one as well.
I find it real crazy. Well, not really. That Juwan Jennings still don't have a job.
No, I find it crazy that boy Ayuk won't answer his phone.
I look, man. Let me tell
You
you
don't want to
something.
answer his phone.
Well, he don't
Nobody
want
That's what I say. He won't answer his phone.
he just waiting out the clock. The 49ers go cut him the Tuesday before the league gets started, so they don't have to pay him. So and then Washington go bring him in for his physical and all that other stuff. So they can sign him.
He's in Minnesota.
But he's not even answering the phone for nobody.
Juwan Jennings in Minnesota
I
right now.
mean, nobody.
Juwan Jennings in Minnesota. Well, he visited Minnesota yesterday, but yeah, he not answering the phone because you're not gonna trade me. You already said I didn't play my last down. So if I don't say nothing and y'all don't trade me, the only option you have is to cut me, and then I'm gonna still go where I want to go. So it don't matter because the other
you
teams are
get
trying to
this
call
big-
his people
you
to
get this big ass contract,
exactly.
and then say, "Fuck it, I don't want to play no more."
Exactly,
And
and
lose
that's what the other teams are coming.
But then
at.
I'll play
Interested
because
in
you
trying to
know
trade
ain't nobody
for him.
gonna sign him for nothing no more than a prove it deal.
Yeah.
Right. So and that's why he don't want to answer for other teams because they like, okay, well, if we trade for you, will you restructure your contract to a more team friendly deal? He only have eyes set on going to Washington to play with Jaden Daniels, so he's not going to answer the phone because he just trying to force their hand to cut him.
And that boy threw away that big ass contract.
And the crazy part, he was on pace to coming back and playing toward the end of that the season, and he just stopped showing up, stopped answering the phone.
That boy crazy.
If that's not CTE, I don't know what it is.
Got rid of all the guaranteed money.
Now, if we're gonna say about one that's shocking that they're still a free agent, I can't believe that David Njoku is still a free agent.
David Njoku.
He was hurt a lot last year.
I mean, but when he
I don't know like if he's healthy now or whatever.
He lost his job to a rookie.
He got hurt.
No, that rookie showed out.
I mean, the rookie's nice. Now I'm not gonna hold you, but he did get hurt.
Speaking of rookies, Fleck, this is for you. Fernando Carmona. What race is he?
Mexican? I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
He's one of yours. I don't know. We try to claim everybody we can.
He a Chinaman.
Nah, he looks Samoan.
I know he's the guard from Arkansas. I don't know his background though.
He looks Samoan. Either way, and there's another Justin Jefferson in the league. Chef,
the linebacker from Alabama.
Women said it again.
Justin Jefferson is one of yours.
The linebacker from Alabama.
That's the Justin Jefferson is he was a transfer in from that Mississippi Community College that was on Last Chance U.
Mississippi Valley. Wait.
Yeah, he's a headhunter. Like he is a headhunter.
He fell in Cleveland, so
he also went to Cleveland.
He again another sneaky good pick. He's going to be a nice addition to their defense. Like he plays on the back end. He's a ball hawk, and he will take your top off if you let him because he headhunts for real.
Well, it's going to be intriguing, but the NFL will be kind of quiet probably for the next few weeks as these teams decide who are they going to cut come June 1st. So those will be monitoring those as we go. What we are monitoring is the NBA playoffs. We're moving on to a different sport.
Before you move on,
he's actually Cuban American.
That's a good one.
Carmona, he's Cuban American.
I'm calling nice.
The Pickens signing the franchise tag. Does that mean he's about to get traded?
Nah, he's gonna play on.
Nah,
he's an idiot. Yeah, the Cowboys ain't trading him. That'd be stupid.
I mean,
so they'll probably do it then.
I'm about to say it's Jerry Jones. Don't do that.
I don't know. Jerry Jones had a good draft. He's feeling himself.
He might have been able.
I mean, he couldn't fuck that one up though.
But the fact that Pickens signed it after the draft was confusing.
Very.
Because I guarantee if he signed it before the draft, he was definitely could be used as trade bait.
Yeah.
But
I mean, he still could.
But for what though? At this point, another good player, another
a pick next year,
a second. I don't see the value of the Cowboys. And Pickens,
I don't think they trade him, but I mean, it's possible that he could. I don't think they will.
Anything is possible with the Cowboys.
Because if we're talking about CTE, we definitely Pickens is in the future conversation of CTE.
I think he's just crazy.
Yeah.
He's immature for sure.
Yeah.
We're moving on just to see which teams are trying to move on in the NBA. And we definitely got some at least 6 game series coming up. These playoffs have been intriguing where we thought it was going to be one-sided, surprisingly, has turned around and actually has some good series with Knicks and Hawks going to game 6, Magic Pistons going to game 6, Cavaliers Raptors going to game 6.
Everybody needs going to game 6.
The Rockets coming back and beating the
Luka-less Lakers.
And Denver, who's struggling against Minnesota without Anthony Edwards, and that's where I'll start. Does Minnesota close out and needs one more game to beat Denver, but can they do it without Anthony Edwards?
I don't think they can do it.
I think they cooked without him.
Yeah, I think they
I think
done.
they
Cooked
cooked
without him?
Without him, I think they're cooked. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Even
they're
if
going to
they-
lose without him.
Oh,
Even
they
if they
cooked.
do
I
make it out
said
the
they
first
cooked.
round, they definitely not.
Oh
gonna
no,
make it
no,
out the
no,
second round.
cooked.
And
You know,
even if
my
they do
ears
make it
also
out the
listen
first
to
round,
Spanish.
even if they make it out that first round, they're not making it out the second.
Yeah, they ain't gonna make it out the second. And that was a crazy game. They lost DiVincenzo and Edwards at the same time.
Yeah,
And what number was DiVincenzo wearing? And
0, right?
And what were the last three numbers that was wearing when the Achilles tear were all wearing the number 0.
Yep.
Just to throw it out there, Jason. That was
Tatum,
Jason
Halliburton, and Damian Lillard.
and Lillard all wearing
They go-
zeros.
They
All
will stop
touring.
people from wearing that 0, boy. I'm telling you.
Crazy.
That's crazy.
Right now, the Knicks are up big against Atlanta, and they have to because
So Dan Housen took the curse off, huh?
he cursed Stephen A, not the Knicks. So
Somebody paid him human monies.
Boston and 76ers tonight as well in Philly, with Joel Embiid having his best game probably of the whole season in Game 5. Do they win Game 6 and make it into a Game 7? Force a Game 7
Nope, I think the Celtics close it out tonight.
in Philly.
They're
mind
smart.
They won in Philly the last game.
I mean,
They blew them out in Philly.
They better. They don't want
I'm
to go to
wondering
the game
what
seven.
Embiid's going to show up again.
I think Game 7 will be in Boston, but
Still, you give them too much confidence.
MVP.
I wouldn't want to go to Game 7 though.
I wouldn't. That's what I was about to say. I don't want to see him. If I was them, I'd close it out tonight.
I am A-OK seeing them in Game 7, at least beat them up a little bit. Boston's still going to win the series, but the Knicks need a little run down Boston when they play in the second round. Pistons, number 1 seed against Orlando Magic, who lost Franz Wagner, I think for the series at least.
Which sucks.
Can the Pistons win 3 games in a row to make it to the second round?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
I think they get closed out tomorrow.
I think they're getting closed out myself.
Yeah.
And I think the Pistons are going to go down as like one of the worst number 1 seeds.
Well, no,
Because even if they somehow come back and beat the Magic,
Orlando.
I don't. Especially if Cleveland advances, I don't see them getting past Cleveland.
Did Mutombo beat the Supersonics when they were the AC to the first seed? That was the first team to ever do that.
Yeah.
Way back when.
Yeah.
That'll make
the Pistons as the 1 seed, especially after Cade went down, like they're shaky.
Isn't that what I said like a month ago? And I was like, oh, you don't know what I'm talking about. They're just fine. They're gonna be okay. They play defense, yada yada. Kate Cunningham will be fine. And I said, I don't think so. I seen the way they've been playing. This is a month ago. Check the archives. I called it. No, I didn't call obviously because we didn't know it was gonna be Orlando. Orlando's definitely played way better than they did to begin the season. But I said Detroit's gonna be in trouble. And that's exactly how they're playing. Trouble.
Would you like a cookie, sir?
I actually will, because I think my blood sugar is down right now. Bag, give me a cookie.
You just got all the old man elements.
Cookie.
Cavaliers and the Raptors. I think Cleveland will close this out. I don't even know why. Raptors are testy, but
Yeah, Cleveland better close it out. They don't want Brandon Ingram to come back with his vengeance
and the intriguing series to me,
going crazy.
Rockets without KD. Do you even want KD back whatsoever? And do they come back, win 3 games in a row against the Lakers?
Hell yeah, you want KD back.
I was say that's not
you don't just dismiss a top 5 scorer in the league and yeah. If
they don't like
healthy,
KD.
Yeah, we want him back.
I'm telling you, Lakers fucking
they
around.
don't like KD. They don't want KD.
Don't care what they like.
Yeah, because long as him and Van Vliet come back next year.
Yeah, that's next year. We're talking about right now.
Yeah, I would want KD back.
I definitely want KD back. If I were him.
KD has left a sour taste in my mouth.
Guard Ayo, whatever his name is out for Minnesota tonight.
Who?
Ayo Dosamanu, whatever you say. Dosamanu.
He a spark plug for him. Defensively and offensively, he a spark plug for him. So them
I am
missing
not even going to
Yeah,
try.
with a
Denzo
caveat.
and him, yeah.
That's gonna.
Minnesota might be done.
I mean, I
All I
already
know
have
is
them done, but that might be it right there.
The ball will stay in Julius Randle's hands, which is not a good thing.
It does that anyway,
So
Right.
that's it. It don't move anyway.
especially when Ant went down.
Yeah.
So it's going to be intriguing to see if they can stop Jokic, who cares?
Did you say
If they can
Not Jokic.
close that out. Did y'all see the highlights of Angel Reese's first preseason game against her former
Guy getting blocked by big girl.
Camila Caduso, something like that.
Cordova.
Yeah, whatever. Either way, definitely was it 2 for 7 shooting, 3 for 6 at the line, and they're showing the world that they don't need Angel Reese.
Yeah,
I
she'll be
mean,
fine.
Yeah, I still
She'll
don't
be
get
fine.
what the whole
Yeah.
hubbub was around her and Caitlin Clark. I said that as an LSU fan. Yeah, no, that's
She'll
not
be fine.
necessary.
I like Angel Reese. She'll be fine.
I don't have nothing against her, but they tried to put on this huge pedestal that she didn't need to be on, and that kind of messed
Why
her
did she
up
need to be
in the
on
long
it?
run.
I'm gonna say,
Huh?
She put
Why
herself
did she
on
not need to be on it?
Because she's not playing up to it.
She led the league in double doubles. What do you mean? What more do you need her to do?
Most of them was offensive rebounds from her.
So what more do you need her to do? So
When
that
you-
means that somebody on defense wasn't getting defensive rebounds.
when you shooting 7 for 19 and you the only one right there to get your own rebound.
That means somebody on defense ain't getting rebounds in.
I don't knock anybody who rebounds.
I will tell
Exactly.
you, since we
Yeah.
are the All Sports Matters podcast, and since
We
we
are.
talk about basketball, we talk about the draft, let's put those two things together. And the trade of Floje Johnson was
Flower.
to Seattle. I thought that was weird, and she just I get a preseason game, scored 22 points for Seattle. But
She looked good. She looked real good.
why make that trade out of the 8 spot? That was kind of weird to me. Like, but either way, they making money finally. They're getting banked. Asia Wilson, highest paid, deservingly
Love
so.
it. I love it.
Deservingly so.
She
Somebody gotta pay. Somebody gotta pay.
Somebody else got paid.
Bam
didn't they?
Adebayo's bills.
Then somebody else get paid right behind her.
All
She
of them got
five,
paid.
somebody got
all
three.
of them. There was so
All
many
of
of
them
them.
getting paid now.
Yeah.
Kelsey Plum got a nice contract.
Yeah.
Well, Kelsey Plum, oddly enough, that you brought her up, she elected to get paid $999,999.99 because she said
Didn't
she
wanna
wanted to
get
be the
that
first
million.
one. Yeah.
'Cause
Weird
she what?
contract. It was a 1 year. It was a 1 year contract. She just said she wanted to be different. So it was literally $999,999.99.
She didn't want to get a full million.
One year contract. So
Back in LA, right?
back to LA, yes.
Yeah.
Nobody, which was crazy to me. Everybody that were free agents made a lot of money, but nobody moved anywhere. They all re-signed with their squads. The only thing that really changed was Angel Reese getting traded out. But I'm actually going to look forward to that, to the season, to see if the Liberty, Aces, and even the Indiana Fever, see, they got a little bit better. And
They said
it's
they're
not
gonna
because of
show.
Caitlin Clark, but because Aaliyah Boston, she got paid. She got 4.5.
Yeah, Leah Boston
Yeah,
got
that's
paid.
something like that.
that's what
Yeah.
was believable.
Yeah. So she just signed a long-term deal fully. I think it was fully guaranteed as well. So
Yeah.
them girls are getting paid.
Love it.
And
Love
they
it.
showing every Indiana game this season.
Chef, you got something for us?
So, with the seventh round of the draft that we got to, be a part of and watch and everything like that, I had the question. I wanted to ponder Who was the last NFL player drafted in the 5th, the 6th, and the 7th round to go into the NFL Hall of Fame?
Tom Brady in the 6th.
He's not in the Hall of
He ain't
Fame.
in the Hall of Fame yet.
Yeah, shit, formality.
Yeah, we all know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be first ballot, easy. But 5th, 6th, and 7th round.
Marvin Harrison.
I'll do you one better. 2 players, the 6th and the 7th round players, played for the same team.
That doesn't help at all.
The boy from Pittsburgh.
No.
I say Marvin Harrison.
No. And one of the players literally was famous on Fox Sports, ESPN, and now they're not on either one.
Jeff
You
Saturday.
saying the last in those rounds?
Yep, in those rounds, the last player to go into the Hall of Fame. The year they went into the Hall of Fame was the last. When I say last, I mean
DeMarcus Ware.
no.
Zach Thomas.
He went in like the 3rd or 4th round.
Zach Thomas.
That's one.
He went in 2023.
There you go.
Ah,
This one is one of them has a brother that is in the Hall of Fame also.
oh, Sterling Sharp.
Bingo, that's one. And who do you remember? I said 2 of them played on for the same team.
So somebody either played for the Dolphins or somebody played for the Packers.
You mean not the Packers? You mean the Broncos?
Sterling Sharp played for the Packers.
Shannon Sharp,
Shannon Sharp.
not Sterling. Shannon. Remember, Shannon was
Mary Thomas?
192 in round 7.
Shannon Sharp was round 7.
He was
Yeah,
the
no, I knew that.
Terrell Davis.
at 192, and he went in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He was
Terrell
the last
Davis?
7th rounder to go into the Hall of Fame.
No.
Now,
Is Terrell Davis in the Hall of Fame, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Terrell Davis.
won it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Terrell Davis is the 6th round.
Yeah.
Yep. He went in 2017.
I'm tired of him.
What are you mad at me for?
Tired of him and all this.
And look, I'll give you one better. Who was the last? Name me the last undrafted player to go in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know why I almost said Tony Romo.
You had to catch yourself.
I really did.
The knee is way. I don't know.
Rudy.
And he lives down there. He played for a team where Jim lived at. He played for the team where Jim lived at.
The Raiders.
Lives.
No, Mike. No, not the big man, huh?
No. Oh, wait a minute. What do you mean? Which one?
Oh.
With the
Mills.
Sam Mills.
Sam Mills. Yeah, I was thinking about what's his name? Michael Johnson.
Damn, I couldn't think of his first name.
Returning
I had his last name on the end, but I couldn't think of his first name for shit.
He went in 2022, and
Yeah,
this one I didn't know.
But Mills' best years were with Carolina, though.
Carolina.
Yeah. But I mean,
Debatable.
he played in.
He started with the Saints. He
Yeah, I was about to say,
he
he
out
started
here.
with the
Sam Mills and Pat Quillen.
I know that. I'm just saying his best years were with Carolina, though.
I did not know that in 2021, after doing my research, Drew Pearson, I didn't know he was undrafted. And he went in the Hall of Fame in 2021.
Cowboys, Drew Pearson.
Yep.
Because remember, Drew Pearson was going berserk because he was
Original
the
88?
only one from that team that didn't make the Hall of Fame.
That's crazy.
That's like Warren Moon went undrafted.
Yeah. Now, it was a far gone conclusion. We knew he was going.
Next, who's going to be the next one? Diego Pavia.
Diego Pavia.
You mean the CFL Hall of Fame?
Let's go.
He may not be around much
They're
longer.
gonna try to figure out why is he chasing Lamar Jackson on the field on the last play. Talking about backpack. Either way, JB, take us out.
My Ravens. Oh, and I pray my Ravens know what they're doing. Because I showed them.
Derrick Henry just go pick him up and run with him. Just come
Run
on.
with it.
Come on, boy.
Like,
Out of
hold my
Panama.
arm, boy.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
The Knicks are about like 40 something right now.
What?
Atlanta's trash.
Get us out of here, Jim.
Oh, it's my turn. Well, y'all know what we say around here. Some people like football, basketball, and baseball, while others like hockey, soccer, and NASCAR. But right here, all sports matter.
Peace out.